Ciao! Today I'm actually starting a different way because I'm very happy. I'm finally above 600. This is the first time, actually when I started from 1200 for some reason. And actually I was playing 1200 for a little bit. And then I went drastically down to 500. And now it was more than a month, I think. Like kind of 5 weeks that I was stuck in the 500. I also went down below 500 on the I400. And now finally I reached 600, 621, something like that. So today I'm going to show you two games that I've done. I won in both of them. This is a little spoiler here, but I think I won the last 9 out of 10 games. Something switched, so I'm waiting now to start losing a little bit again, mainly because, I'm in say 600 now, so probably I got players that I play with against they're actually better. But I'm very happy of this streak of 9 games. So let's start analyzing the first game and then the second game, which is one of the best ones so far. In the first game, I'm playing white. I got 78 accuracy with game rating was 1200, so not bad. I've been like kind of above the midline, so I've been kind of winning for the whole game. I didn't make any blunders or any big mistakes. I open as always with my D4 and I'm doing my London systems. The opponent actually here replicates as mirrors what I'm doing, which is took me a little bit as a surprise. So I decided to start opening a little bit differently instead of developing the bishop and the knight on my side. And I decided to move the pawn. Actually, the best move would have been here. I don't particularly know why, because probably I could then have done like this and then take it back. I don't know. Anyway, develops the knight. I develop my knight. He's pushing with the pawn. I don't know if this is an opening name. I have no idea, to be honest. But I was just playing, thinking, I just want to develop. And here, actually, I'm close to then move the queen out of the way and castling long. But I've decided I wanted to push on the e4. I put my knight there. He moves the queen there. And then I start pushing I like when I got this kind of this kind of triangle shape with my pawns. I feel quite safe, especially if this is like very strong against the dark bishop. This bishop is in a very good. His bishop is in a very good position, so it's quite bothering me at the moment. So I probably want to push here and try to get rid of that. He castle long. That makes sense. I'm starting attacking on this side then, on the king side. I'm expecting that. I don't want to exchange, even if in this case probably it would have been the best, because I would have, he had the queen here, so probably, it wouldn't, so that's for this reason I went back. That was actually the best move. He pushes against my bishop. I see that. I move my bishop away, and then my idea is I want to move this and then take the bishop here and castling. He tries to, he's quite on the offensive and get my knight out of the way. I got it. I didn't want to put it back in its position, so that was the only choice, and I'm also attacking the bishop. So he sees that, he moves the bishop, and I decide to start pushing. I want to push up on the king side here. He develops the knight finally. And here I saw the opportunity. If he takes with the pawn, I open the file here, which is quite good for my rook later. Otherwise, he needs to move the knight. He takes, I take, I open the file, quite happy with that. He moves the queen, don't really know why. And here we are. That was the first blunder. So he didn't see that, of course, I had my bishop here, that I was trying to like kind of hide in some way, and I take his queen. So at this point, game is over. Something that I noticed at this level is that people don't resign. And I generally never resign unless I'm really bored and I see that there's no hope. The reason why is because you expect the opponent to blunder and to make mistakes. So you just have to be patient and wait for that. And some of these like 9 games that I've done, actually in a couple I didn't play well in all of them, even if I won. In a couple I was like minus 5 points at some point, but then I was able to just come back. By waiting, silently waiting, and then waiting for the opponent to make a blunder. Yeah, so exchange bishop or queen, great from me. And then, yeah, I don't know why I didn't push here directly, because that was exactly my intent. Actually, here my intent, I wanted to take, now exchange bishop per knight, because he was like going to take it, and then I could double queen and rooks, and then push my queen. He kind of sees that, so he's threatening my queen. I just push up, and again, I want to do this now. He cleverly puts the pawn there, so playing b6, and now I want to exchange the knights. He does it, don't really understand why. This is like a very open file. I would have never done that. He's also like, he's losing, and that doesn't make much sense. Here, again, this is a mistake. I should have taken with the pawn and opened these files, and then I could have pushed and like taking my queen and probably giving a checkmate early. Didn't do that. Didn't see, probably, I don't know. I was just thinking, okay, I move my queen and then go here for some reason. I got my knight here, and he wants to change knight per knight. I'm happy with that because I'm winning. And now I'm doubling here, and I didn't see that. So the point is that for the doubling, I take this out of the way, and then I start taking, and then I can give a check and a checkmate maybe. The only problem with this is that I didn't see his bishop there, even if he just moved the bishop. So he takes my rook, but he's protected by my queen, and is showing now I'm completely winning. Well, the reason is, I was +6, and now I get rid of the bishop. Even if I should not taken, go here, and then probably just, I don't know, give a check. I don't know what's a follow-up. Let's see. Here, move. Yeah, and I could then give in like... yeah, it's looking like 10 moves. I don't see that. My brain is not, for chess, is not working like that yet. Anyway, it takes, I take. I'm still like +4, happy with that. Yeah, I should give a check. I was just focusing. I want to give the check on this side. I should sometimes thinking also the other side of the board. Here, I was completely focused on A, B, C files. And I was completely ignoring what was happening in the other sides. And here there was a check that I didn't see. So this is a good lesson for the future. He's threatening my bishop there, so I take the free pawn. And then I could have given a check and then a mate, but I just take the pawn, and then give another check, and then give another check, and then I move there. I don't want to... played 3 times the same move, so then I actually see this. His rook is completely stuck because he is behind a check. I don't understand his move. I just take there, and then I castle. The reason why I castle is because I don't know where I castle there. I could have done more things maybe, but I could have played maybe like this. But I just wanted to protect, probably push this rook here and then push it up. Finally, I see that, and I take. I completely ignore the pawn. He moves the king in the only place possible. I got that again. This is I was a bit frustrated because I saw that there was going to be a checkmate somewhere, but I need to be a little bit more patient, and I didn't like that. And now I decide to start moving my rook. I don't understand this move. Yeah, he wants to get my pawn here, but it's not really useful. I take his pawn, threatening the bishop. He moves the bishop. I get my rook there. He takes the pawn. I don't care. And then I move my rook. I take a free pawn. He gives me check. I just move it. I don't understand that. He wants to take another. I mean, he's got 3 attackers for the king, and he's thinking about just moving the rook here to get me a free pawn. I don't particularly understand that. So then I give a checkmate. Yeah, so I mean, not one of the perfect games. I played like a 1200. I've done 3 misses, which is quite a lot, but no mistakes, no inaccuracy, no blunders. So I was quite happy with that. No great or brilliant moves. So kind of a good, average to good game. And as you can see, I was 581. And then the next game that I want to analyze, you see I'm already 605 points. So I made above the 600. That's been amazing because actually I've been playing and flirting with 600 quite a bit, and I was getting to 597, and then I will lose the game and going back to 589, and then 580, and then 5. Whenever I was getting close to 600, I was going back. And this time, actually, I'm now I think at 621 as the moment I'm recording. So yeah, this was actually the game after 605. I thought I'm going to lose this one and going below 600 again, but it's actually I played with 87% of accuracy, and I played like a 1350 with no blunder, no misses, no mistakes. Either again here, not great and not brilliant. So I have to focus a little bit more on that, I think. The opponent played like a 900, so not bad. But there's not been a game here because I've been like in an advantage the whole time. I usually play with my white, my London system. He plays the 2 knights there, which is interesting. I protect my pawn, and then yeah, I will not know why it tells me, you know, white's a3 the best move. I'm quite happy to develop and castle early. So at this level, I don't care about what the system, what the engine here is telling me. Because I think I just have to stick with what I know and what is like basic rules, you know, develop the pieces and castle as soon as possible. Give me a check. This is always like, to me, I don't know, actually leave a comment if you know what is the best solution here. Because I think it's like C3, knight in C3, so I develop a piece, or I just move my pawn. I never know. Here I decided to move the pawn, because then I was thinking to move my, actually here it says knight d2. I just move my pawn, and I say if he takes, I take with my. He's not going to take because I can take with my knight. So he moves it. I start developing my bishop because I want to castle, and here I didn't castle because I thought I saw the opportunity. I have like a strong center. Let's take the whole center, and then with the idea maybe I push because and I block the whole dark side here for the bishop. So let's see. I decide to castle then at the end. They castle as well, and I take it. So that's exactly what I wanted to do. Look at this. This is very strong. We don't have you know, any pieces, but I'm already plus 156 because this position is very strong and this is very protected. He takes, I take. I should take with the pawn. I didn't want to again to break this for some reason, so I prefer to take with my knight because then he takes and I take. Here is same piece. Yeah, I would have probably got a free piece in the other way, but it's fine. I finally developed my knight. Yeah, he takes this because I think I do sometimes this as well, just to scared to get checkmate on this side. Probably, I don't know. I move my knight because I want this bishop to get away. He takes. I don't understand exactly why he has done that, because there was a free piece. Could have done anything differently. Well, he could have done this. I mean, why is taking a pawn? I don't understand that. I take. Yeah, he takes. But now I'm like +1, but I got 2 pieces. He's got 3 pawns. So, yeah, there's no fork. I saw that actually. So I can move my queen. I move my queen. He's threatening my knight. I go back. He develops his bishop. I want to start going into the attack here. Attack mode. Yeah, here I'm fine. I'm quite protected. But I want to push because what I want to do is, if he takes, I I mean, here there's like a good potential. You know, one idea was to start giving like check like that and this bishop. So this is my like 3 pieces that I want to give a checkmate with. But this is really annoying. So I just want, yeah, I push my pawn up. Yeah, he doesn't take. He's threatening my bishop. And I can take the free knight. So actually, here, I don't know why he didn't recommend that. Because it's, I could have taken it earlier, but I didn't see that. I saw that moment, then he takes my bishop. I take with the knight. I don't know why I've done that. Why? That was probably a mistake. He takes my knight. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm reviewing this game, but I can't remember this game. I played this game yesterday, so anyway. Yeah, I thought, I perfectly remember, when I played this, I thought, the rook can take my knight. If he blunders the queen, then I can take the queen. And that's exactly what happened. So I said, let's see, if I take, if he has to move the queen somewhere, and then I can give a check here. Or he blunders, and I take a free queen. And that's what happened. And then he took, I can exchange knight and bishop for queen, which I will do the whole time, to be honest, at this level. The queen is much better to have. I give a check. I give another check. He takes. I give a check. I see the mate here. And here it was a mate directly. I didn't see that, but I knew that the mate was coming here. So, so I'm really happy I finished with plus 11 and over 600. So let's see what's happening in the next few days, but I'm really happy with where I am and how I'm playing. Thank you for keeping watching and keeping commenting. So please subscribe, click the bell, like the video, comment. I read your comments. I really enjoy doing that. And some of you also write a lot of comments, and I have to go back and watch my videos because I don't post the video every day as I make them, so I have to remember what the comment was about, and it's really interesting, and it's also helping me learning more. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.